yo, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season, and now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past, and tonight we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Taking on the NFC champions. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Charles, the Bills come into this one still seeking that elusive first-ever Super Bowl title.
Hard to believe they don't have one, because you have to remember, back in the day, as the kids like to say, they went there 4 straight times. Super Bowls 25, 26, 27, and 28. They lost to some of the giants of the NFL at that time, though. They lost to the Giants. That was the first one. They lost to Washington, and they lost to Dallas twice. Some great names on those Bills teams. Jim Kelly at quarterback. Mark Levy was their head coach. Where would you rather be than right here, right now? I used to love when he would say that. Thurman Thomas on that team, but they never won one. Had a best chance against the Giants in the first one, came up a field goal short. Hard to believe this Bills franchise, no Super Bowl wins.
Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they are back again in the big game. It's their 4th appearance, but all coming since the year 2000, Charles.
They've been in it 3 times total, right? Lost 2 prior, right? Lost once in Detroit to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Remember, Mike Holmgren was the head coach of that team. And then they lost that heartbreaker to the New England Patriots when Russell Wilson was picked off. But the win, oh, it was magnificent. That was back in the New York, New Jersey metropolitan area, Super Bowl 48. And remember, they just rolled over the Denver Broncos and Peyton Manning in that one. They'd like to have that kind of performance again in this one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Now Wilson on first down. Being chased out left. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. The first carry now for Benny Snell. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Wilson. Buying time to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercept. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Well, you talk about safety first. Gosh, for such a rare play, kind of unbelievable how many Super Bowls recently have begun with a safety. Charles, you had Tom Brady getting called for grounding against the Giants in Super Bowl 46.
Peyton Manning with the snap over his head in Super Bowl 48.
Yep, and now here's this one.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Bravo.
Now on 2nd and 16, Tannehill. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now it's Tannehill. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's now a 7-2 ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Trying to run for it with Snell. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He may try and run for this. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wilson. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
The Bills on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one and another first down. Throwing again here, Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It'll go as a 9-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Now Wilson. This is the tight end fan. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. 2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Flush to his right, to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyreek Hill. 76 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Tannehill. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super tough.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Look at me. Zipper. Let's go.
To throw is Tannehill. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Tannehill. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 63 yards. Now the Seahawks going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On the toss, it's Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The never-tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54.
Let's go, fellas.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second and a couple. Tannehill caught by the tight end Ertz. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Yo, go!
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. Tannehill on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Here's Tannehill. They're going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Bills
down at the half. Now as you mix
up past the 45 before being tackled. Opted to run. Getting 14 yards on the scramble. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Wilson escaping the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson rolling, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to bury him for a loss of 11. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack. 3rd and long, it's Tannehill. This is caught by Jackson. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 48 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyreek Hill with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And this is obvious.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when he snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
The same. It smelled terrible.
Tackle.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's Tannehill. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 57 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now Tannehill eluding the pressure right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trailed big here to begin quarter number 4. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. To the air again, Tannehill. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Nicole Hardman, 55 yards. And the Bills claw one back. Throwing is Wilson. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Tannehill on first down. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ron Parker. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. So cancel the interception. Pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. And he's got it. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. Nicole Hardman, the intended target. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now it's Tannehill. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down Seahawks.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now Hill looking to throw on 1st. Steps away to his left. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go,
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Orleans Darkwa, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Tannehill. And he connects with Ertz. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Nicole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Check. That's what I do. 57.
Throwing again. Wilson taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Nicole Hardman, the intended target. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Another carry now for Gurley. Good move by Gurley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction and when they try and change direction.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule, but if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of it.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Noah Fant, 38 yards. And the Bills are able to make things a bit more respectable.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And Unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got